Well, all is quiet for now. We have this lead line of severe storms marching across areas north of Tulsa. And notice this line of severe storms, how it's moving generally a little south of due east across northeast Oklahoma. Severe thunderstorm watch is now in effect for southeast Kansas, northeast Oklahoma, southwest Missouri, and northwest Arkansas. That runs through 4 o'clock in the morning, and the risk for severe weather may get a bit further east than where that watch is currently. This lead line of severe storms, I wanted to talk about this. If you look at the instability, there's really not a lot of instability to the north. Most of it is located across Oklahoma into Arkansas and southernmost Missouri. So we've got this gradient in the instability, and a lot of times where that gradient is, you have a boundary, and storms like to move along the gradient, along the boundary. It's almost like a highway. They're attracted to it. They want to develop along it. So I think that's a big reason why this line of thunderstorms is tracking in this fashion. And so if that holds up and it maintains its severity, it would likely get into southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas in a few more hours. But notice further west, we've got additional storms lining up across Kansas and Oklahoma. I think this is actually what turns into the main event. I think this is what sweeps into the area after midnight tonight. And as it moves into the area, watch for it to bring a risk of damaging winds. It looks like the risk for damaging winds is really going to be focused here from south of Nevada and Stockton into the Springfield area, south down through Branson and over toward Fayetteville. It looks like this is going to be the area in our area that has the highest chance of damaging winds. And the strong winds may be rather widespread if a well-organized line of storms can develop the way it looks like it is developing at this stage. So as this line of storms moves in, many spots could deal with wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. It also looks like as the line is pushing across I-49, we've still got a decent chance at maybe a brief spin-up tornado or two. Looks like as the line gets further east, it's going to be weakening, and I think that threat for a tornado and also strong winds will be diminishing. But the risk of gusty winds will likely persist even east of Highway 65. As the line is weakening, I think the winds are still going to remain rather strong east of Highway 65, but gradually weakening as it gets into our eastern counties. Looking at our hour-by-hour forecast, I think this is kind of locking in on how this is going to go tonight. 1 o'clock, we've got a line of severe storms approaching southwest Missouri and northwest Arkansas. It barrels into southwest Missouri and northwest Arkansas, but notice by 3 o'clock in the morning, as it's crossing Highway 65, it looks weaker. It becomes what we call outflow dominant. And when that happens, a lot of times these storms start to weaken. They can still produce some very gusty winds, but the storms lose intensity. And then as it pushes further east, it weakens further as it moves into our eastern counties. Now tomorrow morning, I think we wake up to a lot of clouds, pockets of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder here or there. But tonight's storms may have a very significant impact on tomorrow's severe weather risk. It may really reduce the risk of severe weather across the area. If enough instability can materialize in the afternoon, it looks like storms would be most likely, severe storms would be most likely over southern Missouri and northern Arkansas, south of I-44, and I'd watch for large hail and locally damaging winds with those storms. But right now, tonight's wave of storms looks like it may be enough to take the punch out of the atmosphere for Wednesday. Temperatures tonight dropping into the 60s, highs tomorrow generally in the low 80s, warmer on Thursday. Looks like mid to upper 80s pattern as we head into the upcoming weekend. Wednesday's front moving away, and here comes the summer ridge. The summer will sizzle and rain chances will fizzle. It looks like a dry forecast Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Heat will be the big story. Looks like many areas hitting 90 degrees for the first time this summer season. Take a look at rain chances down near zero through the weekend. They may perk up just a little bit early next week as we get a bit more moisture in the atmosphere by Monday, Tuesday. And that's when we start seeing a risk of maybe some isolated pop-up afternoon showers and thunderstorms.
So it could be busy for you guys tonight, keeping an eye on this stuff as it marches in.
Yeah, and I want to stress to folks, this looks like a late night event. This is going to be coming in after midnight. Also, the Springfield National Weather Service office are doing some major computer upgrades. So don't count on your severe weather radio to alert you. Have other means to alert you, like our Color 10 Fox 49 weather app.
which is free.
It'll go off on your phone. Yeah.
Sure will. All right, thank you, Jamie. A quick recap of our question.